Alright, what's going on? It's Jay Freeze, it's Unforgiven Podcast.
It's that boy Trey, it's episode 28. We got two special guests today. Go ahead, introduce yourselves.
What's going on, man? This is Sk8z.
And it's your boy EazyMelow.
Bet. Alright. Yeah, bet. So,
I mean, we out here.
Alright, so tell the viewers where you from and what it was like growing up.
Man, I'm a little bit of a floater around the city. Like, I'm originally from West, but then spent some time in Southwest, and then moved up to the county, and then spent some time in other parts of the city, so all over the place. But man, you know what I'm saying, we ain't have nothing when I grew up, and a lot of the creativity that I got come from not having nothing at all. So shine light on just making something positive out of nothing. That's what we always been about.
Yeah, and I can kind of say the same thing, you know, like for the most part I was in the county, Delaware County, from like 2nd grade onward to now. Before that, you know, my mom, my pops, you know, they floated around a little bit, was in North for a little bit, all over, but for the most part we're in the county, and it's just, like you said, like nothing. We didn't really have too much, you know, growing up. We used to just take what we had, you know, we used to skateboard and shit.
Yeah, that's all we did.
We had broken down skateboards, and we used to just skate, bro. We used to skate around the way. And just do
when nobody was doing it neither. Like,
no one. When we was the niggas that was like weird.
Yeah.
And the niggas watching this video from high school, y'all gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about. There's a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas when we was skating, bro. Niggas thought we was weird for like, oh y'all the white boys, so y'all doing all that.
Right.
And then once we, you know,
then Lupe Fiasco make one
kick push. I remember my dad. My dad was hyping shit that day. My dad was like, hey yo, come here. I was in my room doing homework. This nigga bitch, come downstairs. I'm thinking I got in trouble. I run in the steps. Watch this shit. And like, come on, this kick push. They ran it back for like the 3rd time. And he was like, watch this joint. I'm just like, and I thought it was hot, but I'm like, all right. I mean, I've been doing this shit,
right?
But this is cool.
Nigga, this shit wasn't alright last week.
Right.
The same smoke right now.
Yeah, and everybody kept saying, you ain't doing your kick push now. And I'm like, nah.
No, bro. It's kind of what we was doing.
Yeah. Been doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Been on it.
That was us though.
Yeah, man.
Now it kept us out of trouble because the area we was in, like even though it's the county, where we lived at in the county is like the low income area. So like all of the niggas who got Section 8 moms all had the same idea. Like my kid's bad as shit, and we all the way up fucking north with it. So we might as well try to go to the county and get these little niggas a better life.
Yeah.
But if you all of the niggas from everybody from north. Came up this way, so it was all of the same niggas that just brought all of the trapping and all of that shit to right where we was at, because we like 2 blocks from like 69th Street. So all that same crazy shit that was over in North happened where we was at. All the same beefs came same way. All the same niggas was getting shot around the way. Like all of that shit came right over. So it was no like, all right, this life better. Plus nobody had bread like that because we was all still on fucking SSI checks and fucking EBTs and shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, niggas be thinking the county sweet. Like,
right.
we're not gonna say it's like the worst place in the world, but like it's hoods everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, most definitely. So how y'all come up with the name? Like,
shit, man. For him, it's simple. Like this nigga growing up was always the craziest skater I knew.
You know what though? That's what everybody think. Like,
but it's deeper than that. Of course.
Yeah, like
this nigga got riddles and shit. Of course, it's not just skateboards. You feel me?
Nah, it was I come from that era where like you don't just pick up a name and just call yourself that shit. Like you got either some wild shit happen and that's what they call a nigga because he that nigga in the street, or like wherever you at they just give you that name just cause. So like where I was at when I was still living in West, I used to always be the only nigga skating. I was probably like 8 or 9 at that time, and I'm talking like 2001 with fucking Flipside was still on the radio, shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's weed,
yeah, like back when back when you was doing some weird shit, you was getting irked for it right then and there, just for being different. So that's what happened. Like I used to get bullied like shit like damn near every single day, but I still just kept being me. And it wasn't until like an OG on the block who used to push heavy was like, yo, y'all always fucking with him, leave him alone. Like he skate, he cool. That's a little skate, he chilling. And they would like make jokes like when I come around like, oh, that's a little skate, and they be talking about the nigga from Streets of Rage and shit like that. But like it went from me being like Lil Skate to everybody just really having the respect for me because I was like cool as shit. All of the bitches was cool with me because I was just doing other shit. Like so that's what it became. And like after that, like everybody just knew me as like Sk8z because I was always skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. For me, you know, my name is actually kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole story. But the short version is like I was out with my family one day. We was having family out. You feel me? We at the crib playing games. We was playing like charades or something, the card game. And this word that came up, you know, you gotta act out shit that's on the car.
Yeah, yeah.
The joint said, the Big Easy. What is the Big Easy? What is the Big Easy? I ain't know neither. So I'm just like, the Big Easy.
It's a part of New York, but
I knew it was some wild shit like that.
How the fuck do you act that out?
Bro, I'm like 13, 14 years old, bro. I'm like, I don't know. I started doing a bunch of weird shit, and the whole family was in tears. Like, I'm just doing a bunch of, I'm doing like, I don't know, but in my 14-year-old mind, I'm just doing weird moves. And they was like, what's the word? And I give it to him, and everybody's like, the Big Easy, what the fuck is that? And everybody in the room just cranking up, and my family like, yo, man, we about to start calling you Easy, man. And they kind of started calling me Easy, and then, you know, a few years later, got a little older, I made an Xbox account, you feel me? And I was making a username. Me and Sk8z, we used to skate, we had a
skate clique of just niggas that you all just used to skate.
It was
called LOW, Lifestyle of Weaponry.
LOW, Low, Lifestyle of Weaponry. So I was making my Xbox Live account one day, and I was like, Easy is my nickname, me, and then Low, LOW, that's the squad. And then it just ran out EazyMelow, but it wasn't intentional. It was just Easy, me, I'm Easy, and then Low for the squad. You know, you just be putting shit together. And then, you know, niggas on Xbox Live like, EazyMelow, EazyMelow. I'm playing Call of Duty, EazyMelow, get down, they shooting at you, nigga, like duck, duck. And then people just started calling me that, and then I don't know, I started working at Zoomies, and then I wrote down like my email one day, and they was like, EazyMelow? Oh man, dude, that's cool. Like, that's easy, man, EazyMelow. And they started really calling me that. And I just kind of took it. Yeah, I kind of took it. I was like, that's my Xbox joke, bro. I mean, whatever. You know?
Wow, yeah, so
it makes sense. The essence makes sense.
Yeah, that's dope though. That's
It's something interesting. You feel me?
Yeah, interesting story. Like, so how you get started producing?
And my first instrument was the fucking rubber band. You stretch that shit out. So when I was like, everything happened at the age 8. 8 was a real like significant year for me. So like I don't know why, but I would just sit and just fuck with rubber bands all day. But it was because like I really like the timbre and different sounds. When you stretch it, it'll be one sound. When it's real low, it'll be another sound. And I would do that shit all fucking day until my mom would like throw shit at me or beat my ass. Like I'd be in her ear with the shit. She'd be like, yo, if you don't fucking stop doing that. And then that same year, my sister got like a karaoke machine. And like I would take tapes, like cassette tapes, and I would record me beatboxing, and like I would like be listening to shit on the radio, so I would do like a remix and like beatbox with that shit, and then I would try to do like a corny ass rap over top of it, but I would play it over and over and over again because I was infatuated with it. And I just did that shit all fucking day. And then as I grew up, I still didn't have no equipment until maybe, I didn't get my first laptop until I was like 17, 18. So then our homie I Am Free Soul, formerly Kill Confirmed from Legend Bound and shit like that. He was already producing shit with my homie League Beats from like when they was in high school and shit. And then I got FL Studio, but I still ain't fuck with it. My senior year, I needed to win tickets for the prom where I wouldn't be able to go. Like I had the suit and everything and couldn't go. And I already was playing guitar and shit, but we wasn't a band yet. We wasn't in a band yet. And I seen these niggas. I seen what these little niggas was doing in Kill basement and shit like that. And I was like, yo, I need to win these tickets, we gotta do some shit. So I wrote a quick rap, and then me and Kill made like a quick beat real quick, but it was all live on instruments. So I wrote like a guitar part for him and my other homie to play, and Kill played the drums in the band that we played in and shit like that. So that was like my first introduction to actually like arranging and producing. And then after that, I won the fucking talent show, and after that I was like, alright little niggas, y'all trying to do this for real? So we became a band. We did like alternative shit and hip hop, and then we did like ska and reggae and shit like that. It was called Squalor Folk. And then we disbanded, and then I went back to the computer, went back to FL Studio, and that didn't work out for me. I left. I went on tour as a dancer for like 3 years, and in that time span, I got introduced to Flying Lotus, and I heard the song Galaxy and Janicki, and he produces crazy ass shit, and I heard Thundercat on the bass, and that shit moved me a different way. Like it moved me a completely different way. I knew that's what I was supposed to be doing from that day on. So I let my homie hear it on his headphones. He was like, I don't know what the fuck you hear, and I was like, you just don't hear it. So I went home, got my $300 from the little trip that I had did when I was touring as a dancer, went and bought my first machine, and I ain't been the same since. So that's what it was for me.
The love of it, man.
Yeah, so yeah. My first production was like really like arranging like shit for a band. Like most producers now get a laptop, get a crack version of FL Studio or some shit like that. Don't know how to play no instruments, don't know anything about melodies or anything like that. I already knew about chords and progressions from being a guitar player and a drummer first,
Yeah.
so it was the opposite for me.
That's real rap, and you know it's real similar for me too with my production. You know, we were in a band, so it's like music has always been there. Like if anyone is curious, you know, you can go on YouTube right now and type in Squallerful. You'll see, you feel me, like the old, you know, the old shit we was getting into.
Right.
So,
When this nigga was fat.
yeah, I was chunky, man. I was chunky as shit. That's why I had to go vegan, man. Shit. I had to stop eating that finite, man. I lost like 40 pounds. Like, shit. I had to drop that shit. But yeah, man, it's just playing music, like playing guitar, you know, just playing in a live band affects you differently. You know, it affects your artistry differently. Like it gives you a different ear. Because like you said, most niggas just say, you know what, I want to make beats because my favorite people make beats. And they just jump into it. And that's cool too.
That's what I'm saying. Because now, like, it sounds like y'all got love for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, most people, because like, right now it's the microwave era. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, you got people that just dropping shit just to drop it. They not doing it for the love and like, really putting.
They just trying to get some bitches real quick.
Yeah, make a couple of dollars real fast. Like,
Right.
y'all doing it because you love music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So y'all grew up in this shit. Like,
The bag come differently when you love it.
Yeah.
It's a different type of bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's the forever bag.
But who were y'all top influences coming up? Like,
Oh man, I can go on. I'm gonna keep it short. For me, for real, like I'm a student to the game, but I still feel like I'm still rather new as an artist. So I don't have a lot of influences, but the ones I do that inspire my style is definitely Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, Andre.